Y3, I hope you're all well. So we're going to do a bit of literacy work today, and we're going to start off with a vocab blast. So our word today is lantern. Can you say lantern? Well done if you managed to say that. So a lantern, basically, before we had electricity, and before we had light switches and things like that in our houses, people used to use things called lanterns. And it was a big metal casing, and in here there would be a glass bit, okay? So they could put the candle in there, and light the candle, and light would shine from the glass, okay? So, and this handle here was where they could either hold it with their hand or they could hook it onto somewhere, okay? So we have got our definition. So a definition of a lantern would be a lamp which is covered by glass to protect the flame and is used to see in the dark. Okay, so an example with this would be a light. Okay, a light that we can use now. And another example would be something. So it'd be dark, wouldn't it? You wouldn't be able to see. So dark and wouldn't be able to see in the dark. Okay, so that is our lantern, our definition of our lantern there, for our vocab blast. So we have got today for our learning objective, we've got to identify word classes. So I can identify and classify nouns and verbs. I can select verbs for effect, and I can use abstract nouns for effect as well. So some of this we're going to use for tomorrow as well, but today we are identifying and classifying nouns and verbs. So yesterday I introduced you to our new book, which was Leon and the Place Between. And on our first page, we have this scene that's going on here. There's no writing on it. There's just lots of things that is going on. So where do you think the children might be? What do you think is going on? Have a quick pause. Use the sentence starters. I think the children are. So pause and say that sentence. Brilliant. So I think you're right. I think they're probably at a circus, and some of them, we've got this boy here, and he's all by himself, and he's got I assume his friends here, and they're all outside of the magic show. Okay, so that might give us a bit of a clue what might be going on inside. So let's move on to our next bit. So I've got my book here. I'm going to read from here. I don't believe in magic, said Tom, as he settled onto the grass in the show tent. Around him, the crowds waited impatiently for something to happen. It's not real, hissed Pete. It's only tricks. Little Mo looked disappointed. Shh now, whispered their brother Leon. It will be magic. You have to believe. Look, it's going to begin. So there's Leon, okay, and there's little Mo, okay, and there's Pete as well, so his other friends as well. So Leon is saying, so we've got Pete who's saying it's not real, magic isn't real, and poor little Mo, she looks really disappointed by when Pete says that, and Leon saying you have to believe in magic. So have a think what I'm going to do, can you have a quick pause and have a think about what you think might happen next? Okay, brilliant. So we're on to the next bit of our book. So again, I'm going to be reading from down here. Lanterns went out. In the darkness, the crowd fidgeted with excitement. There was a cough, a whisper, and then a loud hush. At last, a soft blue glow lit the stage, and the curtains twitched. Okay, so what do you think will happen next? What is your prediction for what will happen? So remember, use these sentence starters. I predict that, I think that. So in this section, there was like a bit of everything went dark. Everyone was getting really excited. There was a fidget. The people were fidgeting with excitement. So and then there was a soft blue glow that lit the stage as the curtains twitched. That basically means that the curtains moved a little bit. So have a think what you think might happen next. Say it out loud. Use the sentence starters. Brilliant. Well done for having a go at that. So look at that beautiful page. Absolutely beautiful. A ripple of gold braid. So with a ripple of gold braid, the curtains slowly parted. So the curtains, so these beautiful curtains here started to open up. Okay, again, what do you think might happen? What do you think is going to come out of this next section? So, oops, hopefully that's not gone weird. There we go. So we have this. So we're going to leave it for today for our reading, and we're going to hopefully read some more tomorrow. So what is a noun? Have a quick pause, have a think what a noun is. Can you give any examples of a noun? What is a noun? Okay, well done if you said a noun is a person, place, object, or idea. Okay, they are the main things that a noun is. I'm getting excited for the next one. What is a verb? So again, have a pause, have a think about what a verb is. Can you give examples of any verbs? Have a pause, have a think. Okay, well done if you said a verb is an action word or a doing word. Okay, it tells us what is happening. So I've got this section here. I don't believe in magic, said Tom as he settled onto the grass in the show tent. So first of all, let's find the nouns. So, I'll use this one. So, I don't believe in magic. So, magic is one, it's the name of something. Tom is a noun, it's the name of somebody. This one has a capital letter because it's a proper noun. It actually needs a capital letter. As he settled down on the grass, remember the grass is the name of something, of the show tent. So, there are ones there. So, let's find our verbs. Remember, these are action words. I don't believe in magic. Have a think about what the verb is in that sentence. Well done if you said believe, said Tom as he settled on the grass in the show tent. So have a think about were there any more. Well done if you said and settled on the grass. Remember, he's sitting down, and settled means to sit down quietly without a fuss, okay? Not he's doing it quietly, he's just getting on with it. So well done if you said those are the nouns and verbs of these sections. So I've got this up again, and do you know what? We'll copy this over. Copy that. Hopefully that will go over just to help us up. Oh. Don't know what that is. What is happening? There we go. You try and do something really nice and simple. Oh, it's gone all the way down there. That's so annoying. There we go. Okay, so we've got this next section here. So remember, we're doing blue for nouns and we're doing orange for verbs. So we've got this next bit. The lanterns went out. In the darkness, the crowd fidgeted with excitement. There was a cough, a whisper, and then a loud hush. At last, a soft blue glow lit the stage and the curtains twitched. So here we are. We'll do nouns first. So let's read this first sentence. The lanterns went out. So well done if you said lanterns was the noun. In the darkness, the crowd fidgeted with excitement. So darkness is the noun. Crowd, remember it's a lot of people, and excitement are nouns here. There was a cough, a whisper, and then a loud hush. So there was a cough. Remember, in this sentence, they are nouns, and a loud hush. At last, a soft blue glow lit the stage and the curtains twitched. So stage is one and curtains is one. I'm going to read that again. At last, a soft blue glow lit the stage. Yeah, I think that one's probably a noun as well. So let's do our verbs, okay? Remember, verbs are the doing words, okay? The action words. So we'll start again. The lanterns went out. Well done if you said went on out, okay? In the darkness, the crowd fidgeted with excitement. So what's the action word there? The darkness, in the darkness, the crowd fidgeted with excitement. Well done if you said fidgeted. There was a cough, a whisper, and then a loud hush. There's none there. At last, a soft blue glow lit the stage and the curtains twitched. So we've got the blue lit and we've got the word twitched. Remember, the curtains are moving ever so slightly at the start of the show. So let's have a look at this one. You can have a quick pause if you wanted to. Have a go by yourself. Okay, so the ripple of the gold braid, the curtains slowly parted. So the ripple of the gold braid, there we go. So in this sentence, the noun is braid and the curtains slowly parted. So which one's the noun there? The curtains slowly parted. Well done if you said curtains. So let's do our verbs. So again, have a quick pause if you need to. So the ripple of the gold braid. So well done if you said ripple. Oh, there we go. The curtains slowly parted. Remember, what's the action word there? The curtains slowly parted. Well done if you said parted. Brilliant. So what you're going to do, obviously you're not going to use post-it notes because you probably don't have them at home. I definitely don't have them. But what you're going to do, you're going to write down all the nouns that you have spotted from the story. So you can go back, you can rewind me and find where all the nouns on each section. So for example, you might want to go back to this page, find all the nouns. If you want to have a quick pause, you can do. Find as many nouns as you can on this page, writing them down on a piece of paper. And find the nouns on this piece, on this part of the book as well. Write as many as you can down. Okay, and then what you're going to do now, you're going to use another piece of note, or maybe a different section underneath. You can write all the verbs you have spotted from the story. So again, I'm going to just come back to this. Remember, all the verbs are the action words. So have a look in this section. If you need to rewind me from me reading it again, that's fine. So see if you can see any action words here. You can give it a quick pause if you need to. Have a look if you can see any action words here. And have a quick look if you can see any verbs or action words here. Okay, well done. So, which verbs tell us how things moved? Okay, so we have words maybe like twitched. We had things like settled. We had things, let's have a look back. Oh, we had words like parted. Remember, the curtains parted. Okay, let's have a look down. So settled down in the grass, it waited impatiently. Its only tricks whispered. Oh, none there. Oh, we could do things like fidgeted. So the crowd fidgeted. Fidgeted. Let's just double check that spelling. Fidgeted. So, which verbs tell us how the children were talking quietly? So, the one that comes into my head right at the start was when, at the start, it's not real, hiss Pete, it's only tricks. So the hissing, you wouldn't do it very quietly. So I think the word maybe hissed, and shh now, whispered their brother. Of course, that tells us the word whispered. Obviously, if you're whispering, you have to say it in a very quiet voice. So, well done if you managed to have a go at those ones. So, we're now going to go on to our spelling seeds from yesterday. So yesterday I asked you to have a go at these missing words. So I'm going to read it again to you. So, have you heard? Circus seeking new act is coming down. It's coming to town. Can you make things appear and disappear? Could you give an audience an experience they'll never forget? Do you believe in magic? If so, you could be famous. Apply within. So we had a go at some of these words. So have you heard? So well done if you manage to spell it like this. That's how you spell heard. Circus seeking the new act is coming to town. Can you make things appear and disappear? So remember, we've got that ear sound at the end, appear. Remember, it's got two P's. And disappear. So think about what you know about appear and what you know about disappear. Now, appear has something at the front. It's added on and it's changed the meaning of the word. What do we call that thing where we put on extra letters at the start and it changes the rest of the root of the word? Well done if you said a suffix. You say it, suffix. So a suffix as a group of letters that go at the start of the root word. So our root word is appear, and it changes the meaning. So we've got appear, which means comes, it goes, you can see it, and disappear means that it's gone. Okay, so the dis changes the appear, it changes the root word of it. So we've got the next bit. Can you give audiences an experience they'll never forget? So well done if you spelt it like this one. This one I think is the hardest one. Experience, really hard one. And then we've got our next one. Do you believe in magic? Oh, I did that a bit early actually. Do you believe in magic? Remember, we did this one when we did our tin forest. So believe. In order to believe, I always say you have to tell a lie. Everyone forgets about the second E, okay? Remember, in order to believe, you have to tell a lie. That's the best way I can remember believe. If so, you could become famous. So famous. Got the us at the end, this us sound. So these were the correct spellings from yesterday. Now, what we do normally in class, I give you a couple of days to have a go at practicing these words. So finding different ways to remember. So we might use some rhymes, might use some mnemonics, we might use just a simple phrase like we said, so like for believe, you have to tell a lie. Disappear, you have to have an ear at the end. And for dis, it has to go, okay? Heard, remember this one, I always remember heard, is that you always, in order to be heard, you have to have an ear in the middle. Okay, so experience is a bit of a hard one, so you might have to break it down. You might have to put X, P, re, ence. Okay, it's up to you how you remember. That's how I would remember it. X, P, re, ence. Okay, there's lots of ways you can remember this. It's down to you how you want to remember it. So remember to send any work to me at y3willow@australiabyronwood.org. I would love to see all the things that you've organised from the work from our book earlier. If you want to, if you can find some more words of your own, so maybe you can find nouns in your own home, or you can think of different verbs, more powerful verbs, do that, okay? Because we've got a bit of a bank of them now. So see if you can think of your own. That'll be fantastic. Okay, so that's it from me today. I hope to hear and see from you soon, but for now, that's for me.